Welcome into Guild Talk Sports Playoff Edition. It's the area round today, and we've got a good one for you. Friendswood versus College Station Cougars, and of course with me right here is no stranger to Guild Talk Sports, Chris Litton, the head coach. And Chris, welcome back to the show.
Thanks, Gil. Thanks for having me again.
Well, you know, you guys keep on winning. You're going to get Guild Talk Sports coming out here to talk to you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, you got through that first round. Tell me a little bit about that.
I mean, a lot of toughness, a lot of grit. You know, we got some really good starts out of our staff, and that really pushed our bullpen, back to where we got arms available for Game 3 that haven't thrown yet, and that wasn't the case for the other team, Crosby. We got in their bullpen early, and we saw a lot of usual suspects in Game 3, and we took advantage of it.
So, going into that third game, does that ratchet up the nervousness for you? I know I was nervous just knowing you guys had to go into Game 3.
Well, I mean, it's part of competition. There's a winner and there's a loser. And, you try and prepare your kids for that moment throughout the season. And I felt like the week before, the opportunity of us playing Lake Creek and which was a playoff series before the playoffs,
right, really
prepared us for that moment. And our kids have already been there, and we were up 7-1 in that game, ended up blowing a lead and getting beat 8-7 in extras. So they had the feeling of, what it felt like not to get it done. So going into Game 3 against Crosby, felt pretty comfortable with this group.
And who's going to be on the mound for you tonight starting?
Jake Boggin. Jake Boggin shove night.
Jake Boggin shove night.
That's it.
So you have 3 pitchers planned in case it goes 3? Is that your setup?
Yeah, I mean, we'll take it one game at a time. Whatever Game 1 calls for is what we'll give it with our best shot, and then we'll move on from there based on what Game 1 has in store for us.
And of course, all 3 games will be right here at Sci-Fair. So you want to come out to take in one of these ball games tomorrow night at 7, tonight at 7. And we don't want to talk about the if game. We'd rather just have you take 2 right here and go on to the next series.
Yeah, make it sound so easy, Gil.
Well, that's because I'm up in the booth.
Yes, sir.
Just calling the balls and strikes.
Yes, sir.
Along with the umpire. You're the one down here doing all the hard work. Well, the boys are. So, how far in the playoffs have you gone in the past? Because I don't know that history with you.
As a school?
Well, you, coach.
Okay, me as the head coach,
yeah.
4 rounds. We got beat in the 4th round in 21 versus these guys over here.
Oh, that's right. You were just telling me that story.
Yep.
So that's as far as it got for you.
That's it, the regional semifinals.
Well, that's still a wealth of experience for you as a coach. I mean, you got the 3 seasons, really. You got the preseason, non-district games, and you have the district season, and now you're into the 3rd part of the season.
Correct.
And if you're playing baseball in May, then you're doing something right.
That's right. Yeah, it's not easy. Not everybody gets the opportunity. Teams get eliminated. And, I feel like our strength of schedule this year and learning a lot from our mistakes early on has really helped us to prepare us to be here right now.
Well, as you always said, District 17 is very competitive. And a lot of teams you split with because they're so tough. You won 1, they won 1, and that's the only crack you get at them is that. So that kind of tightened things up there at the end for you.
Yes, sir. Yeah, if you play for a split and you get a sweep, then you're in really good shape. Mm-hmm. Just try not to get swept.
No, you don't want to do that.
No, don't do that.
Okay, so Game 1 is on tap here tonight. First pitch going to be at 7 o'clock. When we come back, we'll be over next door talking to Friendswood coach Cory Benavides and get his take on the game. And then we'll be getting ready for the player introductions and the first pitch right here on Guild Talk Sports. And of course, BCS Ball. The whole game is going to be on bcsball.com. We'll be right back.
Howdy, Patrick Henning here with your Gilmore Electric Express light bulb moment. When the power goes down, you need backup. A home backup generator can keep your lights on, your fridge cold, and your devices charged. It's like having a personal power plant in your backyard. Power up with Gilmore Electric Express. We specialize in generator installation and maintenance, so you're never left in the dark. For your electrical needs, don't settle for less. Call Gilmore Electric Express at 979-77-LIGHT.
Welcome back to Guild Talk Sports. We're over here with the other guys, as we call them, the Mustangs, and with me is Coach Cory Benavides. And Cory, thanks so much for joining us here on Gill Talk Sports.
Yes, sir, of course.
Now, we were talking a little bit before we came on camera, and you guys are having a really good season.
Yes, sir, decent season. You know, we've definitely had our hardships early, kind of new pieces, figuring out, you know, putting kids in different positions so, you know, to where we get to district, we know exactly what's going on, and went through some hardships, like I said, but, you know, I think it's benefited us, you know, especially coming into playoffs. So,
well, your 9th season coaching, you said.
Eighth season, yes, sir. 8th season, yes, sir.
Nothing that you haven't seen before.
Correct. And every year is different, you know. No year is going to be the same as the previous year. So just, you know, trying to figure that out and getting the guys to buy in and understand that it's, you know, it's this season, it's not the past or the future or anything like that. So
right. Well, you turned it around pretty good. You wound up winning District 20.
Yes, sir.
And only had 2 losses in the district, so that had to make the boys feel pretty good.
Yes, sir. We went. And I, like I said earlier, I credit that to the guys and to those hardships we went through earlier in the season, allowed us to fight through those situations as we got to district, because, you know, our district that we're in is really tough. All those teams, you know, anybody can beat you on any given night. And so you got to show up every day. So
well, that's what they say about District 17 too.
Correct. Yes.
It's a very tough district,
very tough. Yes,
and you got multiple teams that are vying for that top position.
Yes, sir.
So you won the district, you get into the playoffs, and what was your first series like?
So it was a grind. It was a dogfight, and we expected it. Barbers Hill, you know, phenomenal program, always has been. Really well coached. You know, they've been there for a long time, and it was a dogfight. I mean, we played good baseball Thursday night, game 1. Got rained out on Friday, which pretty much everybody did.
Right.
Doubleheader Saturday. They got us in game 2 on Saturday, but my guys stayed true and you know, didn't tilt. And we came into game 3 and took care of business. So it was another dogfight.
Now, you get into those games and the rain delay, and now you got to play 2 on Saturday. Is that an extra burden for you?
It's how you look at it, right? You know, they got to do it too, you know, and so it's something that you talk with your guys, and, you know, nothing's ever going to be easy. And, you know, do we want to play a doubleheader in one day? No, but it is what it is, and you gotta just overcome that.
Did you throw 2 different pitchers on that day?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So you're into the playoffs. You really got to mix up that pitching rotation then.
Right, and we, you know, those are long conversations with my coaches and thinking about every situation and what are we going to do here, and so all those all those pieces and movements are talked about well before those games.
Right. And so tonight here you are in Cy-Fair, our first time coming out here. Beautiful campus.
Cy Falls, yes, sir. Beautiful.
Nice Cy Falls. Excuse me.
Beautiful.
We were Cy-Fair last week.
Oh yes, that's right.
So anyway, Cy Falls, and so now you're going up against the Cougars, and you know, they've had their struggles also, but they've managed to persevere through them and get into the playoffs and win their first round.
That's right, and you know, Coach Litton does a great job over there. We've known each other for a while now. Like I said, I think it was 2021, you know, met in the 4th round, and we were just talking about it, we both had college caliber teams. You know, played game 1 at U of H, played game 2 at A&M, and played game 3 here. And so me and him, you know, kind of built a good relationship, and, you know, we talk quite often, and, you know, he's a really good coach and does a really good job with the guys, and, you know, it's another dogfight. You know, here we go, we're excited.
And he is, and I think that makes it special when you have that relationship with the other coaches, because the players come and go.
Right, that's right.
They're going to graduate and move on, and hey, that was a great year, and we had a great, but the coaches, that's a quality relationship that you can build on and respect their and his love for baseball is equal to yours.
Yes, sir, it is. And, you know, it's been nice to have somebody, you know, we bounce ideas off each other, you know, talk from what uniforms, where do you get them, to, you know, what do you do in situations and stuff like that. So it's nice to have, you know, other coaches that you can, you know, obviously respect, but, you know, you can bounce ideas off, and, you know, he's not trying to hide anything, I'm not trying to hide anything. We both have a mutual respect for each other. So
neither one of you are going to be on the field.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
All right, Cory. Well, listen, thank you so much for spending a few minutes here. Game 1 is right on tap. We're going to have the player introduction and, of course, the first pitch. Opening day of the 3-game series here in Cy Falls as we present the Area 2 Championships right here on BCS Ball and, of course, on Guild Talk Sports. We'll be right back.
Guild Talk Sports welcomes our newest sponsor, Static Heating and Air. Born and raised right here in Bryan, Texas, Luis Reyes knows all about Texas weather. That's why he created Static Heating and Air. With Static, you stay comfortable all year round. Specializing in repair, installation, and maintenance of your heating and cooling system, Static offers honest recommendations, quality work, all while saving you money.
Thank you for choosing Static.
Reliable heating and air conditioning service. No pressure, just solutions. Call 979-402-1832.
And welcome back into the Guild Talks post-game show, playoff game number 1. Wow, what an incredible game. Cougars, I'm going to call it miraculously, come back and win 4-1 after they took 3 runs off of the board for the Mustangs. And part of that play is this guy right here next to me, Atkinson. And, you know, what made you, first off, let me just make sure I got the story right. You're the one that alerted the umpire that it might be an illegal bat?
Yes, sir. That is what I did.
And what made you think that?
Last week against Crosby, we had the exact same play happen against us, actually. So, wanted to try, we saw him on film, that looked really like so much of contact. So, once he had the big hit, we knew that we'd do it right after, and we took an umpire.
And that's what you were saying, bringing in the conversation here at Bullard. And what you said was that you saw this play before.
Yes, this actually happened against us last week, except it didn't happen. It didn't work out for them, but it worked.
So you alert the umpire. What does he say to you?
He was kind of like asking me what the bat was, like what type of bat, and I told him, I asked the pitcher, Jake, what type of pitcher or what type of bat it was, and we said it was an Oriole combat. So we told him, the guy brought the bat out way over on the prime time.
So when they went to measure it then on home plate, they know how wide home plate is.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the 17 inches of home plate? Okay, so that's their measuring stick. And I saw them put the barrel of the bat, or the end of the bat, on the home plate, and then they measured it. So as soon as he laid it down, you knew right away.
Way over. Even the umpire said, oh yeah, it's way over. And then it was an insane play because they took away all the momentum, gave us all the momentum, and then we had a massive inning right after it and flipped the game on its head.
It was an insane play. So, you know, what a heads up play by you though to not expose that, bring it to the umpire, and so you must have been in shock when everything started reverting.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because last week I did the exact same play. I did it before the batter put the ball in play. So what happened was they just ended up changing out the bats, and there was no consequence there. So this time I remember.
We're gonna want to talk to you too.
Tipping all the tricks, dude. Yeah, I remember it had to happen, and then.
So you called it before he took the hit. They just replaced the bat.
Oh yeah, that's why we against Crosby. Yeah, but right. I told him after he hit the ball, and then.
Right, you got to let him commit the penalty.
Yes, exactly.
And then that takes us into the 6th inning. Where you got bases loaded, momentum is swinging. I think the pitcher was actually rattled by everything that went on in the 5th.
Yes, very good, for sure.
And it walked a couple guys, and then you come up to bat, set the scene.
So Kean at the beginning of the inning hit a really nice double, and then walked a couple guys, got the bases loaded. Brett took one in the right, scored around, obviously. And then brought in a new guy. You know, when they bring in a new guy, most likely expecting a fastball. I fouled it off the pulse pitch, then we threw it again. I was able to catch a barrel and get some guys, get a double.
Right, and what a tremendous turnaround of momentum. What was the momentum like in the dugout?
Everyone inside, we knew, it was 6th inning late in the game, so as soon as we were able to take the lead and then get some extra rounds of insurance, we knew that Jake would be able to lock it down, and our defense would be able to stop it and get out of it.
And we tried to get Bogan in here on this interview, but I think he ran out to get a hamburger. He was
he was going for sure.
what a great game that he pitched.
Yes, sir. It was awesome. He's been doing that all year, and for him to come up in this type of game, because we had a tournament game against him earlier. He played a phenomenal game against him, and for him to come out and do it again, it was awesome.
Well, a tremendous swing of momentum in that fifth inning. Literally stole the game away from the Mustangs. And really, as we were talking on a player error, you should know how to prepare your bat.
Yes, I mean, I have my bat checked. I know that it doesn't break any.
Chris, are you going to want to get in on this, or are you?
I think we're good. We're good.
All right, Chris says we're good. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Sounds good.
All right, we'll catch Chris tomorrow in the pregame meeting. But I just wanted to run out here and really, you didn't hit the winning hit, but you took away 3 runs, and I think that's the winning hit of the game.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It was, for sure.
And especially just being a freshman, to have that awareness. I mean, when I was a freshman, I don't know where my head was, but it wasn't looking at hindsight.
Yeah. It was fortunate for it to happen. It happened the right time.
Well, especially after last week. You learned from last week and then applied those lessons into this week. All right, well, listen, congratulations. If there's a miraculous wins, this has to be chalked up as to one of those. And it really gives you a head of steam going into tomorrow.
Keep doing what we do.
All right, so be sure to join us tomorrow, 7 o'clock, first pitch, once again out here at Cy-Fair for Game 2 of this 3-game series. Cougars take this one 4-1 in dramatic fashion. Hope you tuned in to BCS Ball. Be sure to tune in tomorrow. I'm Gil Dominguez for Gil Talk Sports. We'll see you tomorrow right here for Game 2. Good night, everyone.
That was easy.